Hi, I'm Nathan Wilson, and today is December 6th, 2025. The time is 12:40 p.m. in the afternoon, and I've just got this G tracing desk. I bought it at Walmart. It's normally a lot more expensive, but I got it at a discount because I'm cool like that. And so I started the unboxing already. We're not quite in the middle of it, but this is how we're going to put this together. Okay. I'm gonna be right here. Can you still hear me? I got a headset on. It's a Bluetooth wireless. Okay, this has the instruction manual. I'm not going to show it to you. If you want to find it online, there's a website, www.gtracing.com, and you can find it there somewhere. And they said to use a hex key, but don't use a power drill. That's interesting. I wonder if a hex key is included. The only thing I've done so far is open the box that came in. This is the box that came in. Yeah, okay, there's lots of parts in here. And they're labeled bags 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then A10, A7, A87 spare parts, and then unlabeled bag. Okay. Okay. So here are the brackets. I'm just going to get these out of the plug. All right. Okay. I took off one part. Oh, okay. It looks like the tops. Why is this so heavy? Okay. All the tops are stuck together. The top part of the desk comes in two. Excuse me. There's some little dust here before because I had a desk here before that was much larger, and I wanted to scale down to a much smaller desk. This does say it's made in China. Uh, no, okay, but this looks kind of simple enough. All right. I do not see a hex key come with this, which I'm quite surprised. It's quite a cheap tool. I just assumed that it would come with it, but it did not. I will get a hex key from here. I'm in my laundry room. Yeah, you can probably actually see me better now. It's just where I keep my hex keys. Let's see. I have one hex key that's metric and one that's not. I forget which is which. Okay. So instructions say no power tools, just little this thing's hex key. Doesn't say what size it is. That could be helpful. But I will find out and tell you in the chats at some point. Okay. Yeah, I got a lot of these. So I'm gonna figure out according to these screws. Okay, so it says the first bag I'll need is two and use a smaller screws on two. And I'll tell you what number that is very shortly. Okay, kind of looks like this. It's a four. But let me check, make sure I got the screw. Yeah. Yeah. I guess maybe I just have two fours. Yeah, both of these are fours. So looks like it's number four hex key for these screws. To assemble this, it says I need these bars. And I install A5 on the A4 with the screw. Okay, just come in this part, and then these are labeled. This one says A5. Okay. Okay, it looks like there's two positions that can be in, or maybe yeah, maybe it just needs two screws. So this is not adjustable. Okay, I'm screwing this in by turning it to the right. Okay. While I'm assembling this, I'm listening to Project of Love. That's really great music where they sing Bible verses. It's really interesting, quite amazing. Um, I'm gonna put number for hex key. Okay, for needed for assembly. Okay. It would have made sense if I put that earlier, but I will. That's a good note. Okay. This is step one complete. Okay. All right. Now there's a install the desk board with 5, 1, and 2. There's a wood pin in 5, and then also a corner brace and these M4 screws. Yeah, we need the 4 wood pins. These are the pieces that they're talking about. The top of the. They, that is strange. Okay, so we're getting 5 of the wooden dowel rods. Yeah, here's the. Yep, 5 of the wooden dowel rods to get in these little holes on the desk. Okay. Yep. One is A3 and one is A12. The holes looks like the screw sides, the ones that the side where you can see the screws are facing up. And so we're assembling the top of the desk now. All right. Okay. 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 So what I'm doing first, I'm putting the wooden dowels into one side, see how far they go. And it looks like they go pretty far. So that's good. I'm twisting them around. You just get a small bit out on each one. Okay. Next, I'm going to open up my package for number 1. And I've got these little metal places. Just checking where those go. All right. I'm still here. I'm just moving things around. Okay. Here we go. Okay. I'll get this lined up. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put both ends of the desk on this cardboard. That way they're even. So the one's not on the side, one's not on top of the frame. Okay. There's a warning that says please use silver screws to install the desktop. Do not do not use the black screws to avoid damaging the desktop. Okay. So I'm just checking on using the right screws. Back here so you can see what I'm doing. Okay. I can start these screws by hand. They're really nice. Okay. It's quite a high quality desk. The screws are, are machined well, which is a very good sign. Oh my gosh. Now I'm looking. I'm going to. Oh, there. That's what I was looking for. Looking for my number 4 hex key again. Okay, I'm just screwing these in extra tight. I don't know how tight they need to be, but but I feel like, okay, be all right. Okay, what's the next step? 1, 2, 3. We're on the third step. This does say 2 people should assemble this. I guess we'll find out why in a while. Okay, the next step is we're going to assemble the frame of the desk. And we're using A8 for the pads at the bottom. And then also there's a bar that goes along what looks to be the top. And we'll assemble it upside down and then I guess turn it over later. It says install A8 on A1 and A2. So these are A1 and A2, I'm thinking. Yeah. And then attach A4 and A5 to A1 and A2 with 4. Okay, that's the long metal screws. All right. So we will do that. Okay, this looks like we have some options here with the instructions. 70%. Okay, so where is A8? I'm going to install the feet first because it's a kind of believe a line. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, I've installed A8 at the bottom. And now I'm going to turn it upside down to install the silver screws in bag 3 to the large rod that I put together. I can't tell the difference in the size of the holes. Okay, okay, to confirm the direction of A4 and A5. I think I'm confirming that by there's a hole here, and I want that hole to be on the inside of the desk instead of the outside of the desk. So I'm putting my screw here. Oops, where'd that screw go? Okay, okay. Also, the bar. The bar, I want it to face the bottom. So that's so I'm going to swell. Ow! Okay, so as I'm inside this, oh, and I should check which. Am I still using the? Oh, actually, I found a silver hex key. Maybe a hex key did come with this. That is very confusing. I don't know what bag it came out of. Maybe it came out of the A87 bag with the silver screws, and I just didn't notice it until now. But there's okay. So no two. Hold on, this is a little confusing. Okay, so I should use 2 screws from the 4 bag. I was going to use from the 3 bag, but the 3 bag is not until later. I already opened the 3 bag, but that's okay. So what I'm doing, okay, I've got the black screws from the number 4 bag. And let me see which. All right, I got that screwed in. One side is up. It's time for the other side. Okay, and you see well, you can't see it. The pads are on the top, and I'm assembling this upside down. Okay, see, here's the pads. They're going up. Okay, this is 34 minutes and 30 seconds. Are you still with me? All right, it's taking me a little while. Let's do this. Okay, I'm just going to lift this up. Still has a little wiggle. I don't think it's supposed to. Okay. Actually, I'm going to wait on tightening it too much more because our next step 4, if you're following along in the GTRACING manual, step 4 is install A6 on A1, A4 with 2, and A6 on A2, A5. That's pretty clear. Okay, install A6. A6 are these crossbars. Okay, I'm glad I didn't tighten it up because when I put this one on, the right way and checked it, I put the other one on the wrong way and did not check it. So I'm going to disassemble this now and put it on the right way. Okay, turning it around. So make sure this hole faces inward. And we'll try this again. And I'm still working on this. Okay. Okay, let's do another half turn just for fun. Okay, that was not a half turn. Okay, so now we can go back to step 4, install A6. This has a sticker, says A6 on A1, A4 with 2, A1 comma A4. On the picture, it looks a little different, but it wants to use these small black screws in number 2. I'm back to using my. I'm having to put some pressure on this A6 to make sure the hole lines up. So it's just going to start the other screw just to make sure the other screw can screw in as well. All right, the next crossbar is also labeled A6. Ow, punched myself in the stomach. Not cool. Yeah, all these screws are going in here really well, which is a good sign of well manufactured pieces. And all the texture is really nice. It's just high quality piece, low price. All right. Now this is that the struts trusses attached. The next step is a step 5, attach A1, which would be this part, A1 comma A2. So yeah, this assembled piece to A3. That's the top of the desk, which I have on cardboard that came with the box, on the box, in the box. Okay, let me tell you 3 with 3. There's a 3. Okay, so now we're using the silver screws. Okay. I got them out, but I got them out a little too prematurely. I wasn't quite ready for that. How many do we need? We need 6. Okay, there's 6. There's 6 in the bag and in the number. 6 of these silver screws. And I need 6. So I'm getting all of them. Let's okay, shaking them up for good luck. Come on, lucky screws. Okay. Just putting all those screws in hand tight now. And then I'll screw them in tighter. I just want to make sure it's lined up correctly. Okay. These screws are very long, but they don't go into the table very much. The table is like it has a little particle board. So I don't know how much weight this can bear, to be honest with you. I'm going to screw all these in like this, just finger tight. Now come back for hand tight. Okay. Now we're coming back for hand tight. Okay, we're going to do a star pattern because that's what they do in cars for hubcaps. You have a lot of screws like this. That's not a bad way to do it. So it gets torqued down and put down evenly. So the star pattern, oh, jeez, star pattern, you just make a star. Okay. And depending on how many screws there are, is how many points of your star. Whether it's a 5-pointed star or 6, or in this case, there's 4 on the end and then also the 2 in the middle. The 2 in the middle. Okay, so I went this one, undo this one here. Nope, took it the wrong way. Okay, that one's adjusted. Okay, trying to get these really tight because they don't go really far into the desk. All right, see, I got another quarter turn on that because all the other screws were tight and okay, got a little bit more on that. Yeah. Okay. All right, here we go. All right, I think that's. Are there more steps? Yeah, probably so. All right. Okay, I can flip this table over. I think, yeah, it's ready to be flipped over. And then just like putting in the cup holders and stuff like that, I guess. Okay. Okay. So next is A7. These are the like cord. It's kind of neat. It's got a little open and close cord. I've seen these in Office Desk, but I don't really know how exactly they work. But I'm just going to put it here for now. Yeah, they just fit right in there pretty easily. Okay, so attach A7 to A3 and A12. Now I need to put on A9. What is A9? Oh, A9 is this foam pad. It looks kind of cool. It just goes in the middle of the desk just to make the desk look a little nicer. I don't think it's necessary. Oh, well, I say it's not necessary, but there's a small gap where these two tables meet. Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah, with the cover over it, you don't notice, but it's kind of still there. Okay. I'm gonna look and see if I did anything wrong. Well, there's a gap. I think there's just a small gap. I could have done something wrong, but I don't know if I did or not. Now it says install the light strip. The light strip looked really cool. A11. That's A10. Okay. Yeah. Here's the light strip. I'm supposed to install this light strip. It's a USB-C to USB-C light strip. Kind of neat. Pretty cool. I feel like I need some instruction about these lights so I can feel more comfortable about them. So I want to end the stream here. We've got the desk put together. We can put stuff on the desk, but we'll stop it here. Thanks for joining me. My name's Nathan of Humphrey, and I'm not in Humphrey, but appreciate you watching with me. Let me know if you have any comments or questions. Thanks. I'll read the comments and reply to you. if I'm still alive when you watch this.